Listen to me, church, and please don't forget this. For life is a direction that will help your life forever. You see, what we call attitude is powerful. What we call attitude is a very significant force that can shape the trajectory of your life and destiny. Please, I want you to never forget this. Number one, your attitude is your servant. Number two, your attitude is a prophecy. Number three, your attitude is king. I take it again. Number one, your attitude is your servant. Number two, your attitude is what? A prophecy. Number three, your attitude is king. Why is your attitude a servant? Please catch this. What is a servant, or who is a servant? A servant is somebody that follows the instruction of his master. Am I correct? A servant has no will of his own. Now, do you also know that your attitude follows your instruction? That means you can decide to behave how you want to behave. And you can decide to put your emotions under check. That is why attitude is your servant. You send it on an errand how you want it to go. What brought out Vashti was single attitude problem. Vashti was the most beautiful woman of her time. Powerful. Esther chapter 1 and 2. She was powerful, beautiful. She was married to the most powerful king of her time. But a time came that people have said some things into her head. Then she was already seen herself even higher than the king. And the king demanded, my beautiful wife, come, I want you to show your beauty to my people. And she did not appear. And a queen was dethroned, not as a result of demonic attack, but by attitude. And here come a girl. Her name is Esther. Esther was groomed by her cousin, her uncle rather. Her uncle Mordecai. Because her own parents were dead. I want you to follow this 15 minutes. Catch it. Her own uncle, her own parents were dead. And she stayed with her uncle. So you could imagine. You know, when the parents are dead, the uncle can decide to treat her anyhow. Am I correct? Like the way some aunties and uncles will do. But yet, Esther had the right attitude. Up to the point that the uncle could recommend her as the next queen. Everywhere is quiet. These are matters of the heart. Her uncle recommended her to be the next queen. He did not recommend his own daughter. He saw Esther, his own cousin. And he said, there is something about you. And when Esther was recommended, the Bible said, the chamberlain, that's the people with the king, when they saw Esther, they liked her out of all the other women. Not because she was very beautiful, but she had the right attitude. So your attitude is a servant. The question is, how are you sending it? And what errand are you sending it? Because the errand you send it, it will come with a result. And that result will determine if you will fly or if you will crawl. A lot of people, the Lord told me, he said, son, quite a number of people are praying the wrong prayer. But they are meant to work on themselves. Prayers have been answered. Attitude is wrong. The answers to prayers cannot be delivered. Somebody say attitude. Somebody say attitude. You cannot, there is no acceleration without attitude. There is no favor without it. That is on what? Servant. Number two, your attitude is prophecy. Listen, a stronger prophecy than open vision is your attitude. Let me give you a practical example now. Somebody that always wakes up and weed and smokes heavily. I'm just giving an example now. When you see such person and the person has been corrected time and time again, now and the person refuses, I want to ask you a question. The tendency of disease, lung disease, is it high? Is it high? Why is it high? Because there is a consistency in something that is being done that naturally gives a prophecy of where the person is going. Can you see that a stronger prophecy than open vision is your attitude? So you will see a small boy that is already getting rude. One day, so pay omo yi, ma, don't end like your father, or don't end like have you heard statement like that before? A child, they are already saying don't end like your father. That means attitude is a prophecy. Higher. What prophecy are you giving about your life? The Lord has spoken to you severally from the altar, but you still say, I want to do my own thing. Your own thing, where has it led you to? Our generation, your generation, this generation is so proud that they believe they can correct everybody, and yet those correcting people have not worked on themselves. Let me tell you something. Look at this. I am pointing to you. How many fingers? I'm pointing to you now. Am I correct? How many fingers is pointing to me? How many fingers? 3 of them. And this one is indifferent. Am I correct? You see, this one pointing to, you are pointing to somebody. Every time you point to somebody, check yourself 3 times. For what you are telling somebody, you check yourself 3 times. And always know that this last finger is God that is seeing everything that is happening. That is why at the end of the day, that's why they say that be quick to hear, slow to speak. Attitude is powerful. It is a prophecy. Number 3, attitude is king. What does it mean? One of the power of the king is ability to enthrone and dethrone. Am I correct? The truth is that your attitude can enthrone or dethrone you. That is why the Bible said something there. Listen to me. The only way your attitude can be corrected is by having just this powerful virtue, and it is a virtue of humility. Without humility, there is no how even the change of direction can come. That's why the Bible says in James chapter 4 and verse 6, it said God gives more grace. Let me tell you something. The word more grace, the identity of grace is favor and acceleration. I take it again. Anytime the grace of God is at work at someone's life, that means favor is activated in the life of the person. In James chapter 4 and verse 6, church, let's read it together. I want to go. But what? Come on, church, please. I know you are touched, but please raise your voice. Want to go, but what? Stop. Did he just give grace? He gave it what? More. I wish I can have an illustration. Have you seen a half full water, half bottle water before? Have you seen full bottle water before? Have you seen a drop of water before? Is everything not still carrying water, but the waters are in level? That means you are the one that will determine how your life will go, depending on the humility you carry. Nobody can know it all. I, as Pastor Sam, I do not know it all. That's why I'm always ready to learn, even from the smallest of persons. Grace is favor. This is our month of what? Multiple favor and what? That means God giveth more favor to those who have the right heart. Humility is a key that can always make you great. I have discovered the very intelligent no longer get to the top. It is those that are broken. No wonder David said in Psalm chapter 51 and verse 17, he said, Psalm 51 and verse 17, if I'm not mistaken, he said, the sacrifice of the Lord is a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. Oh Lord, you will not despise. How many people need favor here? How many people need acceleration here? Then you need to ask for humility. Humility is the willingness to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Humility is the willingness to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Before honor, the Bible said before honor is what? Humility. James chapter 4 and verse 10. James chapter 4 and verse 10. Church, let's read. Look at what he said. He said what? Humble yourself in the sight of what? And he will what? And he shall lift you up. He will lift you up. He will give you acceleration. We need to be broken to rise. If you are not broken, there is no acceleration, there is no favor. You need to be broken to rise. Spirit move. Spirit move. Like the day of Pentecost. Spirit move. Like the day of Pentecost. Spirit